Okay, there we go. Okay, so we'll just do a quick little warm up. Just a couple minutes. We're warming up, and then we're gonna do 15 minutes of core exercises. But we'll also it'll work arms and legs, and then we'll go to leg lifts at the end. So not our normal Wednesday. We're not gonna do Romanian deadlifts today. No squats. But Renee, Abby, we will do them tomorrow. So don't you be sad about it. Okay, a little bit higher knees. Hey, Mike, can you still hear me? Yeah, okay. All right, so butt kicker, if you're not ready for that, just right here. Morning, Jacqueline. Keep going, keep going. I'm gonna move you guys over. There we go. All right, side to side. All right, back to running in place, or you can be walking in place, but keep moving. I'm going to show you what we're going to do today. That way you can figure out what weight, but keep moving, doing something. Or if you need to stretch right now, but keep moving. I don't care, maybe jumping in place, whatever. So keep moving or stretching. So one exercise, we're going to do this. We're going to go to the floor and do a jackknife. We're going to do alternating knee ups, holding a weight. And then we have Russian twists. So on the floor, Russian twists. And then we're going to do a plank. So you're going to want a weight that you can hold overhead to do that. And to do this. And Russian twists, or maybe grab a couple of different weights. That way you can drop down. Or you obviously don't have to hold weight, but I would hold something. All right, go ahead and rest and grab the weight or weights that you're going to need for that circuit. And just be prepared. We're going to do about 15 minutes of core, and then we'll go to the floor for leg lifts. So grab your weights. I'm going to start our timer. So start off kind of nice and easy with that overhead and just little side to side, thinking about the core. So you don't have to go really deep just yet. If you want to, you can. So feet about shoulder width, hip width apart. Try to keep that weight overhead so that no like bent arm. Try to keep it as straight as possible. Make sure your knees aren't locked out. So, there's that kind of slight soft knees. Good, rest. Okay, so the next exercise, we're going to do that jackknife, but we're going to do it bent knee. So I'm going to go to the floor and I have my weight. So I'm going to go bent and then crunch. All right. And then we're going to do kind of a lot of like, okay, we're doing this exercise on the floor and then we're standing back up. So just, be prepared. Don't be too slow getting up and getting down because our time's going to be running. And then at any time, if, something doesn't feel right, if like you don't want to do the plank drops, you could just hold plank. If you don't want to do this exercise, you could do crunches, bicycle. Awesome. All right, let's go ahead and get on up. And then we're holding that weight overhead for alternating knee up. So slow, in control, core. Yeah, looks good. Awesome. Okay, let's go back to the floor. We're going Russian twist, with or without weight. So Jacqueline, for your back, don't like do a whole lot of twisting. Just kind of keep it tight and just kind of small, just side to side. If you don't have like a back thing, you can go a little bit more twisty, but just kind of be aware of that not to twist too much. With weight. Remember to breathe. Good. All right, we're going to plank and we're going to do those hip drops. If possible, if not, just do plank. And you can always go to your knees. Good. Go ahead and stretch back. If you want to get some cat and cow. And then we're going to give ourselves just a sec. Let's grab some water and then let's figure out if you guys want a different weight. And then we'll do it again. And then I'm going to give us a little bit longer between exercises for transition. All right, let's grab that weight and we're going to do our side to side, focus core. Good. A little bit more side to side. A little bit more. Just. Awesome. All right, floor bent jackknife crunch. Good. Try to get that weight over the knees to your shins. Good. Awesome. All right, stand on up. Weight overhead. Alternate knee up. Remember to breathe. Good. I like that some of you guys don't have your shoes on, because this workout we could totally do without shoes, but if you have them on, that's cool. All right, let's go to the floor. Russian twist. All right, you do have 10 seconds to rest and get ready for plank. You choose if you want to do the hip drops or if you want to just hold or if you want to just do a few of those hip drops. And at any time, go to those knees and just hold your plank. You got 20 seconds. Press. You got your child's pose, cat and cows. If you need to do any other stretching, do that now. Grab some water. All right. Last round of these. Grab that weight. All right, let's go to the floor. Jackknife crunches or, yeah. And you can go with your legs straight out if you want. Makes it harder, I think. So straight leg or your bent leg. So I want you to exhale when you get at the top of that crunch. Make sure you're breathing. You can rest your neck and head and exhale. Awesome. Stand back up, alternating knee up with the weight overhead. Awesome. All right, Russian twist. My back is getting a little tired, so I'm gonna put my weight down for this last set. So I already did another workout though today, so up to you. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Yeah. I'm having some problems with my fan over here, but it is hot. We actually had like a good rainstorm yesterday, so it's humid here. It's not normal. You got 10 more seconds. All right, last plank. You choose if you want to do the drops or just hold your plank. All right, 50 seconds. So if you're starting to get tired and you lose form, just check yourself, right? Make sure those elbows are underneath your shoulders. Yep, that looks good because sometimes we just get tired and we start to do this thing. So bring it back. You guys got 10 seconds and then we're done with this circuit. And rest. All right, stretch back. Do any other stretches that you need to do. Water and then ankle weights on if you're using them. Start crunches if you're waiting for me. Yeah, just start some crunches. Yeah, get those ankle weights on if you're using them. If you're just waiting, just do some crunches and then we will start here in a sec. Alrighty, flip it on over. We'll just start with our normal bent leg lift. All right, make sure that core is tight. Good. If you need to stretch out those hips a little bit, and then same thing, other leg. Awesome. All right, let's go to fire hydrant. Go back to that first leg. You can go on both hands, one elbow, one hand, or both elbows. I don't really like that one. Go slow, pause at the top. Good. You need to kind of stretch them out. Same thing, other side. All right, good. Let's flip it over to our back. Now you choose if you want to do crunches or sit-ups. Those of us that have ankle weights on, it's kind of easier to do sit-ups with your ankle weights on. And you can put your hands, here or hands here. Just make sure that you're not like pulling on your neck or your head. Awesome. All right, let's go to our side. Let's get some circles. Let's circle forward. Focus on the glutes. Toe down. Core tight. Reverse it. Inner. So inner here or here. Awesome. All right, let's go to the other side. Circle. Tummy tight. Focus upper glutes. Good. Reverse it. Woo, that burns. Inner. Core tight. I'm starting to get tired, so I'm losing a little bit. So just pull it in. Make sure your stomach is tight. Crunches or sit-ups. All right, you guys, let's get our donkey kicks. Flip it on over. All the way up. Heel to the ceiling. Good, all the way up there. Good, same thing, other leg. Awesome. All right.